Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dota 2 Open Tree, brought to you by FSL, supported by Yahoo. It's me, Omo. With me here is Otomo. I wasn't here yesterday, but you were bringing us some great games then, I think.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of close games. Well, I say close games, but most of the series went 2-0. But
All
there
right.
were a lot of close games overall. I also love how the brightness between us is so cool. You're the light boy, and I'm like the dark guy
I'm
here.
normally the dark guy, but
It-
I was forced to turn on my lights today. If not, I look like this.
No, no, no. Keep on the lights. I love the contrast. I love the
Yeah.
contrast. But yeah, this is season 3 of FSL, and it's pretty good. Like we have Terminator versus OK Gaming, as well as Pacific Pink versus Foxy Gaming. So we were only going to be able to cover one of those games, but OK Gaming versus Terminator looks like it's going to be a strong one because Terminator looked really good yesterday. We didn't see OK, but they only dropped one match against Foxy, who was kind of like the favorites in the tournament. So this one it looks like it will be very close. We are going to have two best of threes, which are the semifinals as well as the finals. So hopefully 6 games, right?
Hopefully 6 games, yeah. And I do believe the semifinals are being played concurrently as well,
Mm.
right? So there's another two teams playing right now too.
Yeah, but we don't care about those.
Okay, they
Who
don't exist. They
cares?
don't
No,
exist.
no, we only care about what we can see with our own eyes. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I do believe right now, Terminator as well as Team OK,
Mm.
they're in the draft already. So these teams are ready to go here. Do you have any expectations for the series? Do you think, Terminator is just gonna come out on top, or can OK surprise us?
One thing I loved about Terminator yesterday was that they went with really strong laning stage. In the game one, they
Right.
had Sand King and Lina as their 3 and 4. Sand King stun, Lina stun, they kill, and they had Ogre position 5 protecting a Spectre.
Radiant
So
team
their
ban.
side lanes were really good. In
Yeah.
game two, they I believe the Sand King was banned as well as the Lina, so they went with Slaughter and Mirana and still had a really good lane. So I like that. They're also pretty creative with their draft, and you can see actually OK is banning
Dire
the Sand
team
King. We
ban.
just talked about that. They're very creative with their draft. They went with a mid ogre magi, Midas into Dagon. It was really fun to watch. Not as fun for the other team to experience, I imagine, but it was fun to watch.
I would imagine. I would be
Uh,
pretty mad playing against a mid Ogre Magi with Dagon. But yeah, I mean,
10
Terminator
seconds
to me, it
remaining.
sounds like they have some pretty good drafts prepared, and they like going for a more
5
aggressive
seconds
off-lane style.
remaining.
Is that what we're looking for there?
yeah, you can already see okay, it's like all right, we do not want to play against that. So they banned the Sand King.
Yeah.
They're taking a bit of time with their bans as well. I imagine they might ban. Like they could consider going for the Slar just because they know that that's something that Wu Dota played really well yesterday. In general,
Right.
though, if you're okay, you have to consider that the enemy team has really, really good lanes, and you have to draft for that because if you don't, you're just gonna suffer.
And the other lane that you talked about was the Slaughter Mirana, right? So
Hmm.
that's possibly something that could still come true here. I think it's pretty interesting. Okay, running down their reserve time right now. They're really struggling to think about what they should ban from the get-go.
Always a good sign, right? When
Always a good sign.
before you even pick the first hero, you run out of reserve time, and you're like, guys, maybe we should have talked about this a little bit more. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just I'm questioning what they want to go with. Again, Terminator, they banned the strong laners themselves. Undying, really good position 5, and also really good against those melee off laners. Both the Senki and the Slardar are annoying heroes. Sorry, are very difficult. Have difficulty dealing with the Undying.
Radiant team
Puck
pick.
comes out. All right, cool. All right.
right. Puck gonna get banned away. Was this something that they showed yesterday?
I don't believe so. I think the game one, he played a Kunkka. Game two, they played
Right.
a Ogre Magi. But obviously, such a small sample size. It's like they
Yeah, that's
played
true. That's true.
2 games, and well, actually, they
10
played 6 games.
seconds
We only
remaining.
streamed one of them, so we don't actually know what they picked in the other games.
5
But
Unfortunately.
seconds remaining.
Otomo, look at the reserve time for Team OK. They ran it down to 25 seconds and they just banned the puck. Like that's not something which was even played yesterday, and they have no more reserve time.
That I was watching one tournament where one team would pick very fast, and they sort of
Yeah.
use the other team's reserve time to decide what they want to pick. Which is really cool. You're like, I just pick as fast as I can. If I was okay, that's kind of pressure. You use almost 2 minutes of your reserve time before the first hero is even picked. Like
Yeah,
that's
I'll be
when
pretty stressed out right now.
like that. Now is when you sort of want to be like, all right, guys, this is what we're picking, what we're going with. Terminator, though, they are taking their time with their opening pick because you kind of reveal a lot if you with specific heroes. If you pick a Slardar offline, you reveal quite a lot. But maybe they can go with a Lina, who is a great position 2 and position 4. And Terminator did like that hero yesterday.
So I come from a bit of a different mobile background here, right? So could you explain to me like why it's or rather, like, let me rephrase this question. Aren't these the picks which you prepare beforehand? Like your first two bands and your first pick, like don't these positions generally stay the
Dire
same?
team pick.
So like
Mm,
why
Wind
is it
Ranger
taking them
at your
this long
service.
to pick up a first pick or to ban their first two bands, you know?
it's hard to tell because like unless we talk to the teams directly. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
speeding up.
Okay,
Weaver
okay, I was wrong.
Weaver's pretty good. And of
Radiant
course,
team pick.
there you go. The second
Okay.
pick, Jakiros. This is pretty good. I like the opening. Jakiro is very strong as a 5. You know, just difficult for any hero, really, most heroes to deal with. Weaver's probably going to be played as a 4, but also is flexible enough to be played as a 3 and a 1. The hero is very mobile. Does require a
10
lot of
seconds
lockdown to
remaining.
bring down. Terminator, when they open up with the Wind Ranger, this is a very flexible hero.
5
Could be played as a
seconds
Yeah.
2 and a
remaining.
4. I think that's what they were really discussing. Is that do we want to open up with something like that, or maybe with a Lena?
Okay, so let's see what the second pick to round this one off is. But if you're on the side of okay and you pick up a Weaver Jakiro combo, are you worried that maybe you're a
Radiant
bit
team
low on
ban.
stuns?
No, I mean Jakiro's got a really good stun with his ice path. I think that's one thing that is
Yeah,
always
but
good
that's
to have.
that's all you have, right? Is that a
You
bit?
you might be getting some of your stuns later on. Like with an
Okay,
off
okay.
lane centaur with
Yeah,
mid spirit, then you have enough stuns really.
10
okay.
seconds
Look at
remaining.
Terminator. Wind Ranger's shackle shot is a skill shot, can miss. Lion does provide
Yeah.
a lot of
5
lockdown,
seconds
so
remaining.
you're definitely right. Like Terminator has way more stuns than OK, but they also kind of need it because Weaver is hard to bring down without it.
That's true. So this Lion is gonna do pretty well into the Weaver, right?
Depends. I mean, later on, I think so. But if you put Weaver 4
Dire
against
team
Lion
ban.
5, Weaver does so much damage. He has the
Okay.
double attack, he has the bugs, he has the
Radiant
Shikuchi.
team ban.
Like Lion's he's slow and he doesn't do much damage. Doesn't have much HP, so he can be bursting out pretty easily.
All right, so let's hope that's not the case for Terminator's Lion here. Now let's look at the bans. Juggernaut being taken away, Night Stalker being taken away. Anything here that stands out to you right
10
now?
seconds remaining.
It's kind of funny to see Juggernaut banned. I don't think this hero has been picked much, and he's not really in the
5
meta
seconds
either.
remaining.
Yeah.
But Terminator, they probably don't want to deal with a carry that can go magic immune. They might go for the Life Stealer next, which is one of their standard bans. They don't like to go up against carries who are very difficult to bring down. They like having their off lane always getting kills, very aggressive. And Juggernaut, Life Stealer, these are heroes that generally you can't really kill them because of magic immunity.
Right, so that's
Dire team ban.
true. Moss being taken away. I mean, that's just a really strong
Radiant
pick right now.
team ban.
On Storm as well. And OK Gaming kind of recognizing that their lockdown is going to be a problem. They're already preemptively getting rid of heroes that are very difficult to catch. Like you see that with the Puck, the Sand King, as well as the Storm. Night Stalker a little bit easier, but once he starts flying around, you're like, I can't really catch that
10
guy either.
seconds remaining.
So OK recognizing that they're
Dire
going to have
team
issues,
ban.
and Dawnbreaker is the last ban. Oh, that's too bad. I love seeing her in the game.
Always fun to have a Dawnbreaker fly into the game. Now, last ban here for the side of OK. So are they looking to ban these mobile champions, mobile heroes that can just fly away and you can't
10
really lock down?
seconds remaining.
But there's still a bunch of of these remaining in the
5
game. You
seconds
still have the
remaining.
Spectre. I think Spectre would be pretty good for OK, just because you can show up right next to the line and murder him.
Yep.
And what else? I one thing I was very surprised to see yesterday was Silencer was just completely ignored the whole tournament, even though the heroes seems really good on paper and it's like very popular. But no team seems to think, yeah, Silencer's gonna the one we want to go with.
Okay, so Medusa being banned away here. Now the pick from OK gonna come true is they have very little time, Otomo. So I think that's something that we can really start talking about. They've got 10 seconds of reserve time. They gotta be snappy with their picks,
10
and they still got 2
seconds
more
remaining.
bans.
Right? I mean, they have 3 more picks, 2 more bans,
5
and
seconds
I
remaining.
think that's good for us, though. We
Radiant
won't have to
team
speculate too much. There they go. They go with the slaughter themselves. Okay. Huge minus armor from OK. Also gives them a bit more stun. Slaughter comes with 2 stuns, and the corrosive haze means that you have more vision combined with the swarm. So it's a lot of minus armor, decent amount of stun and tankiness,
10
and also
seconds
good
remaining.
vision coming out from OK Gaming right now. And we talked about like Lion in the lane.
seconds remaining.
Slaughter or lands a stun, Weaver can just easily follow up and kill the
Oh
Lion.
yeah. A
Dawn,
Slaughter Weaver lane just sounds brutal for Lion.
To be fair, though, I'd prefer Weaver to be the carry now and another hero to be paired up with the Slardar, something else with a stun, because you kind of want a bit more follow up than just pure damage. And Slardar will. It's gonna be pretty hard for him to actually get close to the lion and
Yep.
land the stuns. You know, it's like
To just
'cause, like,
run at him.
you know, you're not really the fastest thing on land. You're pretty fast.
Legion
Ooh,
Commander.
that's a good pick to remove the corrosive haze. Although and works well with the lion. You duel then the finger, and it's like both
Yep.
of you walk away, happy. I got damage. I got damage too. So that's decent. Although you will
Yep.
be playing
10
against maybe a
seconds
Weaver
remaining.
with the Aghanim's, Ice Path Macropyre, Slark. Like
5
you're not
seconds
up
remaining.
against the best, like the easiest duels in the
Dire
world.
team pick.
Throw wall out as well.
Another hero who has a dispel, especially once he gets the Aghanim's. He ulties, he can dispel the corrosive haze. And who are they going to go with? There you go, Life Stealer.
Yeah, they should have banned it.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but if you look at Terminator's draft, their laning is slightly weaker than yesterday in terms of the off lane. Yesterday we had like Slardar, Sand King plus another stun. Legion Commander and either Wind Ranger aligned is a little bit less impressive. You don't have as much lockdown, and you don't do like Legion does good damage, but you need to hold people down for your friends to hit them. And Terminator banning out the Spirit, banning out the Queen of Pain, and Terminator has better lockdown. Like OK Gaming has to be more wary of these elusive heroes. They do have the last pick. Maybe that'll be something they can work with, but it's still scary.
Team ban.
Right now, the ban's being taken away. They're removing the Slaughter Lina combo, like you talked about, and Queen of Pain getting banned away,
Radiant team pick.
Just
as well as the Spirits.
don't want to deal with that burst damage with the duel.
Yeah.
Finger and Sonic Wave. That's too much. So I respect that. Terminator. Is it going to be the offlane? Sorry, is it going to be the mid laner, or is it going to be like a position 4 and they move around the Wind Ranger? They could also surprise us and go with the position 5 and move the line to 4.
Yeah.
Everything's viable. And who do they go with? They go with the Ogre.
But it could be a mid Ogre.
Could be a big Ogre, right? It's like it could be anything. OK Gaming, they definitely need a mid laner here. Something that I want to be like something elusive, because Terminator's got a lot of lockdown though. So it's like one stun and you get dueled, you get hexed, you get stunned by Ogre, you get shackled. There's a lot of lockdown.
Well, all the Spirits are banned away, and so is Quap. So
Dragon
what's
Knight?
this gonna be?
Timbersaw, baby.
mid. Well, how does the Timbersaw matchup go if they put Wind Ranger mid then?
No, it's gonna be the mid Ogre. He is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the mid Ogre.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good matchup for Timber, no?
Ogre Magi is an is an intelligence hero, despite the fact that he has more strength gain than intelligence. Like, you wouldn't think that, but
Yep.
that is how it works. He is actually an intelligence hero, which means that Whirling Death is not great against him in terms of reducing his HP. And the thing about Timber in the mid lane, and we saw this yesterday, is that you don't have much targets to Timber Chain 2.
Yep.
If you go like in either of the side lanes, when you Timber Chain, you can chase people even past the tower. If you go to the mid lane, you can only Timber Chain surf to the sides. You can't actually go in a straight line, follow the enemy back to their base. And that's kind of annoying if you're a Timbersaw. So,
Yeah, definitely.
I do think that he'll be able to annoy the Ogre a little bit. Every time Ogre walks in, Whirling Death, he can harass him. And there might
Did
be
you see
some
that
kill
though,
potential.
Tomo? Last match is Jakiro 7-0-11. That's a good sign.
That's true, but to be fair, that may just be she's really good at KSing. You know what I mean?
True.
She'll be like, guys, I'll get her the last hit. Although Jakiro's not really a hero you can KS with. All the damage is over time. Pretty hard to predict. But yeah, very good score for sure.
All right, so we are in game 1 of Terminator going up against OK for the semifinals of the FSL Dota 2 Open Tree. From the drafts alone, it looks like we're gonna get a pretty exciting game. But who do you think, who do you favor in this one?
I mean, it's always awkward when you've seen one team play but you haven't seen the other, because you're like, oh, Terminator looked so good yesterday. But I do
Well,
like
if we're just looking at the draft then.
Let's look at the draft. I like what Radiant have with the instant dual wins. Dual Finger is great. Their downtime is pretty low also. You look at their heroes, Wind Ranger, Troll, Ogre, and Legion Commander. They can fight basically all the time. There's no downtime for them, which is a good thing. Except Lion's like the highest cooldown, 160 at level 1. Finger requires a bit of time. They got good dispels. They got decent saves as well. It's like a very solid, well-rounded draft. I like it. The other side is a bit more specialist. They definitely focus on the minus armor as well as the vision game, and pretty tanky though. That's one of the things you have to go with it. Like they got really 4 tanky heroes and Weaver. I don't know which one I prefer. I do think there's a lack of lockdown on Dire side compared to Radiant, and I think just for that, I'm gonna go with Radiant for that because they just have a bit more stun, a bit more control, and that's really useful.
Okay.
Oh, and that ward got pinged out, so that ward's gonna be dewarded very soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough situation. Yeah, it's gonna get taken down very soon indeed, as
30
both of these
seconds
teams
to
are just getting ready to fight the runes here. I don't think we're gonna see anything too out of the ordinary. We see a bit of a nice little ward there. What do you think is the purpose of that ward early on? Like, what do you really see? Like, are you trying to snipe couriers?
You mean the mid ward?
The Weaver's ward.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like it has to be for that because if you're Weaver, you're like Bounty Hunter. If you're a hero who has some sort of invisibility, that's a great ward to put because anytime a courier passes by, you can go snipe it off. And if you snipe it very close to the enemy tier 1, they won't suspect that there's a ward there.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
you let it go a bit further down. If you snipe it right next to the ward, they'll be like, all right, he must have seen it coming from a mile away. So, and Weaver's just really good. He's so fast. You can see the courier. You can even snipe it on the way back and just pretend you're there by accident.
Yeah. So a lot of mind games you can do there. Let's see how that one plays out. As we're gonna see the lanes shake out, like you expected, right? The Slaughter Weaver into the Lion matchup. I think that one's gonna be pretty interesting here.
For sure, and I worry a little bit for the Lion, but at the same time, if Weaver gets stun hexed, then Troll can do a lot of damage to that person. So
Yep.
it's worrisome both ways. And sashimi, is it sashimi? Sasha May, right?
Sashimi, yeah,
I was like, that's
sashimi.
not sashimi. Actually,
Close.
the spelling.
But you actually see the double range of the Troll Lion actually does a lot of damage here.
Yeah, but at least Slaughter is pretty damn tanky. And
Weaver is not though.
Weaver's not though. Weaver takes
Yeah.
a few hits, and Weaver's very susceptible. What's Weaver's HP? It's like 520.
Oh,
It's
man.
got like 3.4 HP region, so it's not much. Star starting with 6 armor. Oh dear,
My goodness, look at his damage. He might be dead here. This Impale lands. Troll's gonna try to chase him down. One hit, barely not gonna get that one. And Salve's just gonna top
Oh,
the
dear.
Slaughter off. Wait, are you in trouble though now, Troll Warlord? G is trying to run away. Nice little double knock up there as G tries to kite them around the trees. They're gonna turn around onto the Slaughter though, and I don't think he's expecting this. He gets taken out. That's first blood for Troll Warlord. I don't think you win this one, Mr. Weaver, as well. That's gonna be a second kill. No! Disjoins the hits there with the Shukuchi. We'll be able to get out of that one. But nice little start here for the safe lane.
I mean, wait. This is something I was thinking about in this draft. Is that they really want a better partner for Slaughter than the Weaver. Like I like the minus armor thing. I think that's a good idea, but how is Slaughter actually going to get close enough to land this stun? He can't. He can't walk up to the slows and stuns by himself and somehow land it. You needed someone like a stunner, anything. The Lion should have been with the Slaughter on Slaughter's team. Or even move the Jakiro bottom wouldn't be so bad because there's no way. There's just no way that they can actually win this lane now.
Yeah, I think that's the case too, right? Because when you saw in the last fight, the Slaughter did so much damage when he got on top of someone. But you just can't get on top of someone.
It's gonna be a persistent problem for them.
Yeah.
At least they're both getting the same amount of creeps though. Like
Yeah.
Slaughter does have a ton of damage if you can get a creep, and zoning him out is gonna be difficult. It's just you can't play too aggressive for the Dire side.
Well, we haven't seen the off lane much, the top lane matchup much, but it seems like Legion is doing pretty good here too.
Yeah, they can't really kill her, and they can't actually kill the Wind Ranger. Legion Commander is too tanky to bring down, and like the guy's taking some damage. Like they can't kill the guy, that just takes a lot of damage. But yeah, press the attack will keep the guy safe no matter what happens. And Jakiro, all of his damage is over time, so one press the attack really helps a lot.
Yep, that's true. Just dispelled that one completely. And we do just see Troll and Lion. They're gonna finish off a bit of a stack here. Now, if we don't look at the early game and we just think about scaling, right? We go to the later stages of the game. As Weaver is just gonna drop here. He's so susceptible to that. You're just right? Like the chain CCs and he just can't do much.
Yeah, I was thinking that like Lion needs to be careful. But it's like Weaver,
Yep.
you've got less than 600 HP. You've got 560. He's actually going. So she's actually going for the fluffy hat,
Oh,
just to tank
nice.
up a little bit.
Yeah,
And
she needs to. She really does need to. But if we look past this early game and if we assume like just a pretty similar game, who does the scaling advantage go to? Like, does lifesteal outscale here?
I mean, Troll Warlord's pretty. It's like one of the best man-to-man fighters, you know, or
Yeah.
woman to woman, whatever you want to call it. But like Troll Warlord, there's a big meme. It's like you never man fight a Troll Warlord. You always show up with 2 or 3 people, and that's kind of scary. If your carry to carry matchup is naturally weaker, that's bad. Timbersaw doesn't scale amazing to late game, and he with the Midas will be insane late game.
Yeah,
that's
that's
another-
something.
That's like another problem you have. It's like, oh, what kind of time? Oh, there you go. Bugs come out.
Yeah, the bugs come out, but just no setup from the Slaughter. He's just not able to get on top of the troll, getting impaled, getting hexed. There's not much he can do. Courier gets taken down at least, though.
That's a big deal, though. That's like 175
Yeah.
gold for the team. So at least you can at least go with that. And you look at the last hit. Lifestealer and Timbersaw are winning the last hit wars,
Okay.
and Slaughter is not behind the troll by much. So, well, I mean they're basically even. So even though they give 2 kills away, it's not hurting them.
Yeah, the gold is basically dead even right now. It's swinging back and forth between these two teams. But I'm pretty interested to see that this Timbersaw is doing pretty well right now in the 1v1.
He might need to be a little bit careful here. And yeah, he's unkillable. You know that 2 points reactive
Yeah.
armor. We actually saw yesterday, I think, an Ogre Magi go with the more points in Fire Blast for the lockdown. But no, he's staying with the Ignite, which I like. It's more damage overall. And the guy, yeah, so be careful here.
Oh. Bay Rider really wants to
Ooh.
get this kill, but if he doesn't, he's gonna pay for it with his life. He does get the kill, but I think DOTA will be able to finish him off, right?
Hopefully, right? So, yeah, I mean, she's got the boots. Berida should be falling down. Gets a slow
Oh
off.
man.
Ah, the
Last
slow.
hit there. Just gonna do enough to take down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but 1 kill goes over to the offlaner, so I think that's something you're gonna be happy about. Nice
Yeah.
jukes there from Slaughter.
Kang is doing a good job making sure that no. But this is actually a problem because you're not getting any last hits, and you
Yep.
can Slaughter. She's losing HP a little bit here. There's 3
TP
people
comes
here.
in as well. Yeah, I don't think King really has anywhere to go here. That's 3 members of Terminator chasing you down. The stun is just gonna get the kill over the Troll Warlord. They get the Hex, but I don't think they have to follow up here. Yeah, and Weaver will just be able to get out of this one. In the mid lane as well, we saw Ogre bottle a regen rune. That's gonna be pretty fun for him. He's just gonna keep throwing spells onto the Timbersaw and regen out.
There is something you can say for the Dire lineup is that when Timbersaw is ready to fight, they're very
Yep.
strong. You know,
Okay.
you have Slaughter, Timbersaw, you have the Weaver as well as the Hero. You have tower damage, you have good control, you have good vision. Like they are very strong at that stage. Ogre Magi, she's gonna go Midas. She might go Aether Lens like after that instead of a straight Dagon, which we saw yesterday. So she takes a little bit of time to really like start being fight ready.
Yeah.
So that's the big advantage you have there. And if you can get on top of the Lion or the Wind Rage, you melt them very fast. Jakiro, little tankier though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Alright, so let's see how that one plays out. It's gonna be a bit of time until the Timbersaw gets fight ready, but he's farming very well, so maybe he won't be so long. But if he dies here,
Ooh.
that won't be nice. He's tanky enough though. Yeah, he will just be forced out of the situation. Level 3 Weaver, I don't really think you have the damage to take him down. He's a very tanky ogre.
That's the nice thing is when Weaver gives you the free bugs because they are
Yeah.
worth basically a creep of
Yeah.
of gold. Like that is really nice that you give them away like that. So
Gets
that
him closer to his Midas.
is like, bro, here you go. It's like, sis, here you go. I look like you
Yep.
some gold. This bottom lane really went badly for
Man.
OK Gaming. It looks like it might be going worse. You know, it might not be getting any better.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to take down King, but that's still a lot of damage yet again, just chunking him down bit by bit over time. And I think G's gonna start farming out some jungle camps as well. Nice play here from Ligaya, spots out the stacks, gets the courier. Nice little amount of pressure being put down.
Dyer's courier.
And yeah, knowing that there are stacks on the enemy side means that Troll World can go get it.
Yep.
So it's going for the Maelstrom build, which means that she should be able to farm pretty fast, pretty early. And this is something though. Sasha May taking the stun, taking a lot of stuns.
He's here as well. Yeah, like we talked about, so many stuns. gets the duo win as well. That's gonna be nice here for DOTA. Good use of the Ogre TP to just come up and get a duo kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Jay,
attack.
Jay, at least like Jay lives. And
Yep.
oh, Sanji can't get the courier.
Yeah, they didn't manage to get the empowered stun.
Like if you're gonna have someone die, you'd rather it be your position 5 Jakiro than your life stealer.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
At the same time, you're kind of like, we
Wait,
really
what
need
is... Oh, there's backup. Mid lane is here as well. Timbersaw G is here. Ultimate gets popped by Tro Warlord, but you're just gonna be chasing down a Timber. He's not gonna be that easy to kill. And they just kite him out. I guess Timber is good at doing that, kiting around the Tro Warlord. Try to chase down onto Legaia as well. And they will find that. And that's what you talked about, right? He might not be fight ready yet, but when he's strong, Timbersaw is strong.
Yeah, like I mean, Timbersaw doesn't need that much items. The hero really scales a lot on just levels alone. And Ogre Magi, even he's gonna suffer.
No. It's gonna go from bad to worse here. They're just chasing members down one by one. Terminator getting caught out.
Yes, and OK really needed that. Like they need this Timbersaw to play like this for the next basically 5 to 6 minutes. And if they do that, they'll come out. They'll come out ahead. You know, the gold graph does make a difference. It's all on Timbersaw. Ogre Magi is kind of a useless mid right now. Doesn't mean the hero is good, is bad, or but that's the
He's
style
just
of the
farmer,
hero.
right?
Yeah, that's just the way it is. But Timbersaw needs to continue making space.
Double damage right now being picked up by Wind Ranger, but I don't think Wind Ranger is 6 yet. Yeah, Legaia is just level 5. Hold on.
But
Are
he
you
does
guys
see
just not
it.
gonna pick this one up? Okay, there we go. They bottle it. They bottle it. It's fine.
Although Ogre Magi is not really a hero you're afraid with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll hit you twice as hard. You're like, well, so what?
With the bloodlust on.
Wow, that's true. The bloodlust does add a little bit, right?
But look at this though. Nice little rotation to take down this turret.
At the same time, they're taking top tower away on Terminator's side, so they're just going to trade one for one. Although that tower is still full HP, so they do have time to teleport and defend it if they choose to do so.
Surely they can, right? They should even, right?
I mean, shoot is a hard word to say.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
They could try, you know, I'm gonna go with that. Oh, the mid lane though, Jakiro.
Yeah, TP's coming onto mid. I think both teams looking a bit spicy at mid lane, but we're not going to really see anything as they both just back away. Just a bit of damage onto Hehe, but he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he getting closer and closer to that Midas as well, and that's sort of when the clock starts ticking. You know, you're like, oh crap, he has the Midas, and oh, there you go, LV.
Oh man, a lot of damage from LV at this point. They will have the corrosive haste, they have vision, but that's about it. They back away, just gonna get the farm in the bot lane. Nice use of the Wind Ranger here to just really snipe away camps.
Yep, they actually have a ward there, so they were able to see exactly when the creep is low enough HP, so she can power shot it. So very well played, and like Terminator's playing the map better, you know, because right now if you look at it, OK Gaming is the stronger draft at this stage of the game. So Terminator does not want to go in this 4-on-4 as much as possible. They want to split the map up a little bit. They want to take the enemy stacks, and they did that really well just now. So that's what they want to do.
Be a bit of a rat, run them around the map a bit. Is that the game plan now?
I think so. Because if they group up on the other side with
they're
Jakiro...
smoking up, Otomo. Where are they going with this?
I
think they just want to find duos.
Yeah, they have Finger.
They have duo, they have Finger. They just want to find a quick play, I guess. Let's see if this works out. They are going for the slaughter. I don't think he's aware of this right now. He's trying to run, but how far can he really go? There we go. I don't think they're running away from this. TP's come in, but there's Duo, there's Finger. I don't really think you have anywhere to go. There's just so much lockdown and damage. Just gets taken down. A nice use of the timings and the smoke to just get some dual stacks.
I mean, that was a bit of a commitment, though. Like, they did have to get... Like, we're talking about Finger being their biggest cooldown spell. They had to use it. They did get, of course, the Duel and the Finger. So it's worth it, but I think they would have preferred to do that a little bit faster.
Yeah.
On the other side, you can see also that OK Gaming, they teleported 2 people top. Now they all have to walk back to their lanes. So...
The walk of shame, yeah.
Timbersaw does have the hood, so magic damage isn't going to bother him at all. And where are we? Ogre Magi has used one Midas now, and Ogre Magi has one of the best tier 1 items, the Fairy Trinket, along with the Null Talisman. That's 8% extra bonus damage, and that adds up. Like, that is a very good item for Hehe to have.
Yeah, for sure, and they're trying to go for a play themselves here. Team OK trying to get onto G, but he's just too far away. They don't manage to find it. And this is kind of what we talked about, right? When your only lockdown is Ice Path. Oh, I guess the Slaughter, but Slaughter doesn't blink, so... Oh no, they're gonna get collapsed on right now. Impale comes in. They just get the Ogre stuns onto everybody. He's in here beating Jakiro. But Timbersaw's doing quite a bit of damage. This might be a bit of a problem right now. We do see the fight though, still going the way of Terminator. This Troll Warlord is too strong right now. He's chasing them down. Mana being sucked away from Timbersaw as well. You will lose Hee, but do they have enough to take down Timbersaw? He doesn't have Mana, so I believe that's a yes. They're just gonna chase him down, and Duel brings him right back in. They pop the Troll ulti as well. There we go to give the Duel damage over. That's the third Duel win for him this game.
That's pretty scary, honestly, if
Yeah.
you are on the OK's gaming side, because you kind of think like, all right, the Ogre just got Midas. Like, if you look at that, Midas by itself is 2,000 gold. That gives you just more gold, but by itself, it's no value. But they still lose the fight, and they had a ward. By the way, that was a perfect fight because they actually had a ward on the cliff, so they saw everything happening. They went for the Troll Warlord. The Troll Warlord walked away in time, so they lost the surprise fact, and then just lost the fight. And OK Gaming, very difficult spot to be in right now.
Yeah, and Terminator, I think, their adaptation in that situation was just so good. They pulled away and then they TP'd in and they re-engaged the fight. That was just pretty nice stuff from them. Wait, 2 Falcon Blades? Is this a thing?
Because she bought the fluffy hat, it's kind of like she's like, I might as well make item out of it.
Okay.
But I must say, I kind of find it strange that she has taken no points in Geminate attack, because you do get that double hit.
Yeah.
So if you got Falcon Blade with 12, you get that extra 24 damage, you're not really benefiting. You're benefiting from the course, but you definitely would like double attack coming out.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been nice for laning phase as well?
For sure, like that's actually the standard Weaver build, is that you do get the a Geminate attack at level 2, because it gives you bonus damage. It's a great
it's
value.
free, right? And it's a free amount of bonus damage.
I was very surprised when I saw Sanji taking it, but maybe she knows something we don't.
Yeah,
Maybe she's like,
secret strats. Alright, but here we go again with the smoke play. Terminator, they're coming in around the back. I don't. Oh, okay. We're just gonna go for a pause. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
That's a little awkward time, but they do know
Yeah.
that the Timbersaw is by herself in the mid lane, and there's no one side really near her to help her out. If they smoke into the triangle, they might catch Beirida or G. Sorry, J.
Yeah.
J. It is J. We have J versus G on the carries, by the way.
J versus G, yeah. Well, if you put them together, it's good job, GJ.
Yeah.
So that's something.
That is exactly how it works. And you can see Radiant, 74% chance to win. Even though they're not that far, like 3K is not insurmountable, but with the lineups they have, 3K in this stage is really bad.
Yeah, that's gotta be a bit tough for sure. Especially since the Troll has the Maelstrom as well. He's able to just keep farming, right? While this the Lifestealer is gonna have a harder time with that, with his team getting pressured so hard as well.
Lifestealer does have a Maelstrom herself, so I guess it helps with her farm, but it's just not the same extent as a Troll Warlord. Another thing is that Lifestealer went for the Orb of Corrosion, which is like a lane-winning item, but I don't think they won top at all.
Yeah.
So, it's like it's a 1,000 gold item that's supposed to win you the lane, it doesn't.
Alright then, here we go. They go for the smoke play onto Timbersaw, and I was completely wrong. They just one-shot him. Maybe that's what the pause was for. They just threw him off. Baited, baby. It's a mental pause.
And slowly, Ogre Magi is actually going ahead in terms of net worth from the Timbersaw. Like during the laning stage, Timbersaw was a little ahead at some points, but that's a good shackle shot.
Yeah, nice little shackle shot here. They get the stun onto Weaver, but Weaver has the ultimate. I don't know if that's going to be enough to save him, though. Nowhere for him to really run. Ice Path there will just keep his teammates safe, and that's going to be the end of the play. They do get the Timber, they do get the finger damage, the dual damage, so that's all still really nice.
Slaughter is getting close to that Blink Dagger, so that will be a bit of a power spike. We talk about how they have trouble getting lockdown on people. Slaughter jumps in, lands a Slithering Crush on 2 people, Ice Path. Suddenly, it's a very different game. But their Blink reveal has to be incredible, because you can't afford anything else. Like, you cannot afford another, I don't want to say mess up, but another situation that goes badly for you.
Yeah, 100%, and we'll have to see Uh, if he gets it soon enough, really, because you know they've been trying to make a lot of plays, a lot of picks on the side of Terminator. Maybe if they catch him off, delay the blink even more, that could be brutal. But he's just gonna farm it up in the jungle.
Oh, this swarm thing, when they just throw swarm like that, you
Yeah.
can see they're all farming it. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
the
little
goal
bit-
lead.
That's the that is the goal. Like this is where we get all the bonus gold. Is farming swarm.
Alright, Siege coming in onto the mid lane turret.
Oh.
Duo goes onto the slaughter. He has the blink, but that's not gonna really matter here. Another bit of duo damage, but he will drop here. Lifestealer does TP in. This could be a good fight. The Weaver is so squishy though. The stun of the Weaver means he does just get one-shotted. Troll still has the ultimate. The Battletrons gets popped. He is doing so much damage to this Timbersaw, and you might be able to take him down low, but you won't be able to kill him in time. Battletrons runs out. He gets away from this one. I think a TP back in or something, and Ligaya is just gonna try to chase him down. Not really anywhere you can go once Shukuchi runs out. Another big win here for Terminator.
And they actually jumped on the slaughter first, which is
Yeah.
kind of like what we want to do, you know. But the big problem, I mean, actually, we didn't need TP. She used time lapse on the last millisecond, and that was really lucky for her. I want to say something. I love the Maelstrom pick on the Troll Warlord because it gives her some magic damage, which goes completely through Timbersaw's armor. If she went for Battlefield, she just do more physical damage. You just don't need. You need some magic, so that's a really nice pickup by her.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely a nice adaptation here. If we look at how things are going, the Lifestealer is actually closing in on the SMY. Is that going to make a bit of a difference here, or is it too little, too late?
It really helps. Like Lifestealer is having a good game. Let's let's not make any like Lifestealer having a good game. It's just the rest of the team is suffering a lot. So that's almost
close. Shukuchi gets popped in time, so they won't be able to get the duel. I just want to take a look how much duel damage he has right now. 40. Okay, it's not insane. Just 40 dual damage. Finger 2 stacks. Okay, it's nothing insane, but the goal lead as a whole is really nice.
I mean, it's pretty good, right? Like it's like
pretty good. Yeah.
40 is not bad. You know, can you imagine? I mean, sometimes you get to this stage, you have nothing. No dual damage, no finger. So even and 40 adds up. Plus now she's level 12, so she's gonna start doubling the gains she gains. So going from 10 to 20 is a big deal.
But are we going for a bit of a smoke play here? You have the Lifestealer infesting the slaughter. They're just trying to find an avenue of approach.
Yeah,
who are they gonna find?
They see the scan, it works. And who are they gonna catch here? And
they're gonna get onto Ogre though. That's a good
best target.
Mid laner. Where's the blink? There we go. They get onto the Ogre. Lifestealer comes out, uninfested. They will be able to pick him up, but will they be able to win the fight after this with no Ogre Magi up and available? Nope, that's it. They're just gonna back away. They TP in, but they say that's it. We don't want to go for a fight. They just lose the Ogre Magi. Sasha May though gets a stun here. Are you gonna find anything more? She TPs in. They trade postries. You get the finger. You get the duel. That's another bunch of stacks here for the side of Terminator.
Terminator really played that well. They sort of backed out, wait for everyone to teleport. I'm a little surprised that OK Gaming didn't pressure them because Sasha May was about to die. She was like 40% HP. If they went on her, like any stun, anything would have killed her. But they were like, alright, let's not. We got the kill. Let's back out. And by backing out, you gave them enough time to reinforce the team. So, kind of bit them in the butt a little bit. The money stone is here. And there you go, Legion 60 damage. Now you see it's really rack up.
It's stacking up for sure. And I want to just look at Troll Wallet's items really quickly. He's not buying a BKB or anything like that. He's just going for the Chrysalis. Just damage.
He doesn't need the BKB because he gets a free one from the Legion Commander.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's so strong.
She actually is going to go for BKB first before she gets it for her friend. She's like, sorry sis, I want my own items.
Well, she's the one blinking in, so she needs it.
That's fair, right? Like, yeah. and you do get a good dispel anyway, so you still remove stuns, you just don't get the magic immunity after.
Yeah, she's closing in on the BKB. She's not far off from that one. And Duel is available. Finger is probably like 30 seconds off. So that's another timing window for Terminator to make a pick. We see how good they are playing around these timings when they have their ultimates available.
Actually, the Finger's like 70 seconds because level 1 it is so long. It is so long.
What is the cooldown for Finger actually?
It's like 160
or
at level
100. Okay, yeah, it's rank 2 right now. He's a pretty big boy. But the smoke is still here. They're still gonna look for a duel.
Nice!
Infested Slaughter though, that's gonna be a big stun. Shasha May stacked on top of the teammates means that she will just get taken down. DOTA as well will just get taken down. This is good timing play. There was a huge slaughter stun. The slithering crush there doing a lot of work, and you're forced to run away on the side of Terminator. That's a bit of a disaster. You lose 2, you're gonna lose 3 as well. Ligaya gets taken down, and this is just the timing for them. The infest on the slaughter, popping the lion, and just winning the fight after that.
They didn't kill the 2 most valuable heroes, but they still got a ton out of that.
Yeah, and they're going for Roshan.
Yeah, they're not. And this is one thing they have with their draft is amazing work potential. We talked about the minus armor. You got the bugs. You got the cross face. No bugs right now. There you go. That speeds out quite a bit significantly.
Wait.
He just. Huh.
LV gets taken down somewhere. Do they want to go for this fight then? This looks like the doable fight all of a sudden. Roshan is down, but do you still want to take the fight after that?
Weaver is probably. There you go.
Yeah, just sacrifice the Weaver.
Okay. It's kind of weird that the LV went the way she went. You know, you think that the team would sort of stick together more, but alright.
Yeah.
That's what we call making space.
Everyone for themselves.
I like what Timbersaw is making, by the way. She is going to go for the Heaven's Halberd. Great against the Troll Warlord, because you can't, like, remove it. It's once you're stuck with it, you're stuck with it for life. It's, I believe they call it the herpes of debuffs.
The herpes of debuffs indeed. Look at G right now though, he really hurts. He does a lot of damage. He has the buffs from the LC Pressy attack. So I guess that's just a really good pickup. You just shut him down completely.
And of course the Bloodlust, right? Like you get so much bonus damage.
Yeah, the Bloodlust as well, yeah.
It's like how much you get? You get 60, and another what, 60? Yeah, you get like 120 bonus damage, and every time you hit, you're getting another like what? How much you get? 30? You get another 30. That's insane! That's insane! It's like you should not have that much bonus attack speed. Oh, and by the way, Troll Warlord gets...
Oh! Okay, he just gets an instant BKB. Ligaya in a bit of trouble, but Troll Warlord, he's in a good spot right now. He's shredding this Lifestealer. Nowhere to go. That's just the Aegis getting popped right there. And they're gonna go for more. I don't really think he has anywhere to run. He can't infest onto anybody. Someone give him a place to infest and he just gets out. He manages to run away. The ice path does stop the Troll Warlord, but there will just be LV sacrificing for this play with his life. They don't quite manage to pick up anyone else. That's going to be the end of the play, but you do just lose your mid laner.
I don't think Slaughter was anywhere near that fight, which is very odd, because like without Slaughter, you really don't have that much control. You know, it's like without Slaughter, their control is literally Ice Path, and that's it. So no Slaughter means you really can't fight. And I think, and Terminator seems to recognize because they always go for the Slaughter first in these fights.
Yeah, they definitely do, and I think if you look at the fights that OK win as well, those are the fights where Slaughter gets a big stun, where he gets something nice going on. Like that, he just gonna take down Sasha May, the turret takes it down with the corrosive haste. But look at the damage coming in right now from Mr. Troll Warlord. Doesn't even need the BKB, the Pressy attack's just gonna do so much work. You have the battle trance, BKB gets popped, he's just man-fighting everybody, doing a million damage. G is godlike. And G is just smurfing right now. Duel comes in as well. You have a lot of damage, but I don't think it's quite enough here. Belly doesn't win out on the duel. LV, oh, you have the Wind Ranger as well with the big gust coming in. And that to me just looks like the end of the game here.
I mean, there's like no real chance of comeback because the laning stage, it really had to go more for OK Gaming side. Like 97%, it's more like really 100 because
yeah.
They had a Timbersaw mid versus Ogre Magi. The Timbersaw needs to go crazy. The bottom lane was just awkward with the Weaver, the Slaughter.
Really awkward, yeah.
And the top lane, you had Orb of Corrosion coming out on Lifestealer, and then he loses. She didn't lose the lane, but she was supposed to win it. Like, not winning is a loss for her in that stage.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Maybe without the Orb of Corrosion, he would have been in a better spot in some of these fights that we saw. Where we saw the timings with the blink and the infest play on the Slaughter. Those were just really nice, but it felt like just too little too late.
And yeah, that's exactly how it works out. You know, it's like if you go for something, it doesn't work out, you're really hurt by it. And Weaver, just kind of a bad game. The double Falcon Blade is expensive. It gives you good stats for sure, but 2 of them, that's a lot to go. Although.
Right, you're trying to go onto the LC right now, but he's just so tanky. He has the BKB as well. Barely takes any damage here. Lifestealer is still infested, comes out at the end of that, but won't be able to find anyone. G is here in the back line though. Silver Edge gets popped. He gets the break onto Lifestealer. There's not really anywhere he could go. The BKB gets popped as well. He's just gonna chase down Lifestealer, and that's the end of that. Fight just ends there, but G's just going into the base. Not really anywhere for Bayrita to run. He's so fast on this Troll Warlord. I just want to see the damage chart at the end of this game because I'm pretty sure G is just topping that one off for sure.
And yeah, all that bonus attack speed, all that, like, going for the Silver Edge, which is like one of the best damage items in the game right now. It's not the best. Like, you get the break damage is insane. It's I mean, there's not much to say that we haven't said before. It just came down to I don't like the Weaver pick very much as a 4 with the Slardar. I mean, I like that they went for the minus armor strat, but not the Slardar and the Weaver shouldn't be in the same lane. Could have been the Jakiro bottom. That would have been a big difference.
Yeah, the Jakiro might have helped a lot.
Look at the animation of Troll Warlord when he hits, by the way. Like, they give him 3 or 4 hits, and then you can see how he's like, his axes are just basically flying over.
Oh, he's gonna just Silver Edge the Timbersaw. I don't really think you can run. There we go. T-Will locks you down. That's gonna be the end of that one from Mr. Troll, from Mr. Timbersaw. And
G's gonna ulti.
Okay, just goes for the Battle Trance in the base. I think he might have popped that a bit too early there, though, G, but it doesn't matter. She just gets to take down everybody. Pays her for life at the end of that one. I think a bit early on the Battle Trance. That's a bit unfortunate, but still diving them in their fountain in game 1. That's definitely sending a message, sending a statement win here in this first game of the FSL Dota 2 Open Tree semifinals. Terminator with a very convincing start to this one.
Still taking their time a little bit, savoring the victory, you know. I want to take the last bite of the meal, and there we go.
One extra kill for good measure. And we gotta keep in mind though, Tomo, this Weaver was the first pick, but it was so underwhelming.
I mean, they could have like flexed it a little bit, and obviously we don't know. Like, maybe they picked it to be a carry, then they realized, oh, it's a bad Weaver game, so we're not gonna use it as a carry. But in general, I think they could have opened up with the Jakiro, and that would have been safer overall. Like, the Jakiro would have been just a better opening for them. Weaver, you already showed that you have a very squishy hero who does a lot of damage for sure, but if you get a good lockdown, you can just kill him. And they opened up with like what, Ogre? No, they were like opened up with Windranger and Lion. So that's a huge amount of lockdown just from the start.
I'm actually looking at the rank of the players right now, and the ranks on the side of Team Terminator, it's pretty insane here, Otomo. But looking at the stats right now from this game, I just want to see the damage done by Troll Warlord. 32,000 damage. Yep, kind of what we expected.
Yeah, he's just had a great game. Like,
yeah, amazing.
Free farm for most of the game, and then she was able to she joined the fight exactly when she wanted to. Loved the Maelstrom pickup. She has a lot of help from her allies, giving her tons of damage. So it's a perfect Troll Warlord game. It just comes down to they weren't punished. You know, you have Ogre Magi, very greedy mid with Midas, and you have a Troll Warlord, also strong later, but kind of greedy as well. You have to punish them harder than that. And I thought they did.
The Troll Warlord lane won so hard too.
I thought they picked the good heroes for it. Like, you have Jakiro to take towers, and you have Timbersaw on the front line, but we got 1 or 2 good fights, but it wasn't enough. It comes back to the Weaver pick.
Yeah, the Weaver pick was definitely a big one for me as well. Hopefully they do reassess the situation and find a better answer here in Game 2 for the side of Team OK. But with that, this is the FSL Dota 2 Open Tree, and that was just Game 1. We'll be going to a quick break, and we'll be coming back with Game 2 very shortly.
Welcome back to the FSL Open 3 Dota 2. Interesting name. I'm Otomo, and joining me is Omo, where we are watching Terminator versus OK Gaming. I think the draft's actually ready, so let's just go straight to it and see what's happening. Do you have a good break, Mr. Omo?
10 seconds remaining.
Interesting opening with the Earthshaker Morphling combo, the classic. Every time I see that, I think of TNC Predator. So, Earthshaker, though, not the greatest laner, either as an offlane or as a position 4. So there's a bit of weakness there. Whereas OK going with the Rubik.
Dire team back.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Like, Morphling is a fine laner. He's not really amazing as a carry. Earthshaker is also he's an amazing carry, but he's not amazing as a laning carry. Earthshaker the same either as a core or a support. Whereas OK a little bit better. You know, Viper known for his lane dominance. Rubik is very solid in the lane, and also you can steal Morphling as attribute shift, go full strength, then take Earthshaker's Fissure, and you are just loving life in that situation.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah. Okay, might be considering something that
10
can,
seconds
like
remaining.
go fast, try to do some damage to towers, try to take map
5
control,
seconds
because
remaining.
just the static style is just not going to work for them. I think the OK was expecting a bit of a slower game in game one, and you can sort of see that when one team is a little bit less experienced than the others, that they are not used to the pace of the game being so much faster. They're like, I thought we were fighting at 20 minutes, I was gonna buy my Midas. What the hell? So that that is sad. That is actually kind of sad. I don't like it. I want to see the Ogre Midas. Although Ogre really didn't feel like it was the biggest deal in the previous game.
Dire team pick.
I mean, when it puts anything that kind of puts you on a timer is always a lot of pressure. Like when you play against Alchemist or Doom, and you're kind of like, my God, we gotta keep killing them, or the moment we let up
10
on the pressure, they'll just come out in the
remaining.
forest 5 minutes later with a billion items that go with the Magnus, baby. Yeah, and also Magnus is very flexible. You could put him as a mid or as an offlane or even as a position 5. Although in that situation,
10
your
seconds
your
remaining.
laning stage and the bottom lane is going to be a bit weak, but you can afford that because Terminator has an
5
Earthshaker.
seconds
So
remaining.
if you go weak lane against a weak lane, you're kind of okay with that. So interesting Magnus pick, very flexible.
Radiant team pick.
Ooh, they go with the Disruptor, good hero. If you Magnus sort of blinks in, catch them with an RP, you can usually you can either stack Storm him to stop him from doing the combo, or just glimpse him back if he tries to skewer or something like that. So interesting pick. And also
10
they need a
seconds
hero like
remaining.
Disruptor because they need a strong laner, and Disruptor pretty damn solid as a
5
laning. It is a
seconds
laning 5.
remaining.
I wonder if they're gonna pick a mid laner and keep us in suspense for what the Earthshaker is. They'll be like, oh, who did they go with? They go with the Razor. All right, so I feel like it's more likely to be an Earthshaker 4, and I think this Razor pick. My thing is that this Razor is going to be an off lane because, or they could put it against the Magnus. But I think it's more likely to be an off lane because
10 seconds
they know
remaining.
Magnus has Empower, and Power is going to go on a melee hero most of the time.
5 seconds
And
remaining.
for the cleave. So they know that they're probably going to have Razor against some sort of melee carry. Magnus, of course, I mean, they could just pick Draw Ranger just for the extra damage. That's also great, but the cleave really gives you a lot. So, okay. A bit of an awkward spot with this, playing against this Razor now. It's very clever. I really like it. And also, I mean, it's possible, right? But maybe a bit too risky. I don't know if it's worth it. What are they going to go with? They go with the Draw Ranger. All right. Yeah, they were kind of put in that situation where there's like, do we lose the cleave damage from Magnus, or do we risk a very difficult laning stage? And they went with the cleave damage, which I guess is not so bad. Draw Ranger, she can farm pretty fast without it. Without the cleave, Magnus can also just use it for himself if he wants to farms. All right, okay, cool. I'm interested to see where OK goes with this. Are they going to go with that sort of mid lane, off lane, or put the Magnus as a support? Or they take Magnus as a core, and then we're going to see a position 5 come out soon.
Dire team ban.
I feel like it's very, very unlikely for it to be a support. If your supports are Viper, Rubik, your only control is lift. Like, at that point you're kind of like, I'd like to see something like a Shadow Shaman, honestly, for OK, because with Lion Band, you're up against Morphling Earthshaker. You need a hero that can stop them from just jumping around. I'd say Silencer, but I feel like I've harped on about that like 15 times. And I think Terminator believes that this Magnus is going to be a
Radiant
support because they ban mid laners.
Dire
They're like,
team
all right, we
pick.
think it's going to be offlane Viper. Oh! How are they going to catch this now? Oh, this is... For sure. I mean, there's no Storm Spirit, there's no Void Spirit. You can take a Queen of Pain, sort of get
10
there a
seconds
little closer,
remaining.
but the spirits, there's Ember. So that is
5
one of the spirits that you
seconds
can
remaining.
go with, but Ember Spirit against like Disruptors. Disruptor spirits. Spirits are okay against Disruptor, but it's awkward. You know, it's like you don't really want to play against it because Static Storm is such a hurdle. Glimpse as well. You get that vision with Thunderstrike. I. It's a really good pick. Like probably gonna be the sniper mid. By the way, it's Razor off lane, Morphlane carry, and who the problem with that lane is that Magnus, we assume, is going to be the support, so you can just static link him and he's not non-factor, and then they just turn it into farm fest. And Magnus, like you saw last game, we had the Weaver and the Slardar. Weaver really can't get his claws or paws or whatever he has for hands on anyone. Same thing here. Draw Ranger can slow, but Razor won't care too much, and Earthshaker will stop him from coming close. I mean, is Lina available? Lina's still in the pool. I think I like that Lina pick. It's good burst damage against a Morphling, high range, so she's not as bullied by the sniper as much. She also benefits a ton from Drow Ranger's marksmanship. I feel like Lina would be the way to go. You're gonna suffer from the fact that you don't have anyone in the front. Like Viper and Magnus kinda can go in the front, but not really. I feel like Lina is the play for OK Gaming. It's the best situation right now, but we'll see if they agree or not in a couple of seconds. All right, today how did they go with? Winter Wyvern.
Your heroes.
We'll see the picks, right? And we'll be like, we'll figure out who's gonna go on the. Okay, so it's gonna be. Kang played off lane the last game, didn't she? Now she's playing on the Rubik. Wasn't Kang on the Slaughter the previous game? I'm pretty sure she was. I'm all right. So gonna benefit a lot from that extra range, and yeah, Kang was on the. So they're swapping roles. You know, Sanji is gonna be playing on the Magnus, and Rubik's gonna be playing on the. I'm gonna assume it's position for Rubik, unless it's gonna be like off lane Rubik or something like that. But this is an interesting role swap. Magnus's role in this game is gonna be just get those empowers off.
5
Maybe it's gonna be the
seconds
off lane,
remaining.
and this mid Winter Wyvern very popular by Tundra's 9. He debuted it. It does a lot of damage, has a lot of extra attack range thanks to the oh man, I forgot the name. Oh, Arctic Burn. So it's a good pick. It's a good pick. It's still very worrisome though. I don't know. Like you got no one in the front for OK, whereas Terminator, Razor, and Morphling definitely are comfortable to be there. I mean, it's like it's gotta be Magnus who goes in front, you know, which is not ideal. Like, sorry, no, Magnus or Viper. Like Magnus, you kind of want to blink and catch people off by surprise. You don't just walk up to them. They'll be like, "Oh, there he is, guys! I found him. Don't worry, I found the Magnus." Viper has a similar problem. You know, you put the Viper in the front. It's tanky at least, though. So Viper's gonna have to really itemize for that. Overall, I like Tomiya's draft just a little bit more, though. Like everything about Tomiya's draft feels great. Mm. I mean, the thing is, when the enemy team goes for an interesting draft like this, I do like that they went for a lot of range with the Drow. Like that's very smart. You know, their marksmanship will give them a huge benefit. It's 50% bonus agility. That's crazy. For Viper, it's crazy. For the Winter, like all their cores really benefit from it. I just would have thought that maybe you might have picked like a position 5 Abaddon, be like go forward and die. You know, go slave, go. Instead, it is the Magnus, and that's way tougher. All right. And the bathroom, of course, always important.
Another triumph.
I have made the mistake of not doing that for this game. I was like, listen. The thing about Sniper, by the way, is that she can play a lot more active with that than the Ogre Magi. Like Sniper, and especially in this game where it feels very free. Like there's nothing to catch you. You just stay behind. You just shoot. It's like the perfect Sniper game. You're like, no one's gonna hit me. I might as well just shoot from miles away. And what? It's like everyone go go go. And yeah, it's like Thunderstrike again. I wish we see more of Disruptor's shard upgrade. It's so good, but. Seems like we never really see it. Kang is gonna play the position 4. I'm wondering if there's something like Kang. There's a better offlane option, or he's a better 4, so they rotate him around. So they
30
rotate her around.
seconds to
Sorry,
battle.
I thought she did pretty good on the slaughter. Got a couple of really like I don't want to say game changing, but they didn't change the game, but game saving, game delaying. Yeah, it's like you can't blame her for a tough laning stage when it's Slardar versus Troll Lion.
The battle begins.
Yeah, for sure. And you can't really go late game because Earthshaker and Morphling. I mean, we talk about sort of the reach of one team, but you look at the other team's reach. Terminator's reach is incredible. Firstly, you got Glimpse, which, the 1800 range is pretty good. Pretty good. Then you have Earthshaker jumping in once you get with Fissure Morphling once she has Aghanims. Enchant Totem becomes your, free blink. It is tough. By the way, I am loving the way that Miri is playing on the Sniper right now. She is controlling the lane very well against Elvin. You can see she's actually enjoying this a lot. She's like the thing is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough situation for sure. And we can see them both laughing. They know each other so well that they're just laughing about the mid lane matchup while bullying her. She says, "Love you, babe." I don't know about that. That's pretty harsh love right there.
That's not that's the love that my dad used to give me.
Yep.
That's what I know. But you can see LV, she does have the range to go in. She does have the damage to go in. Bayrita already falling.
Oh, Bayrita dies to the neutrals though. The Centaurs saved her.
It's better than giving the kill to the enemy, right? Oh,
Yeah,
this
definitely.
I mean, this is why I kind of thought that the Lina might be a bit
man.
of a better mid because he's
Yeah.
the Dragon Slave. First blood goes to Gil.
So this is all calculated. Yeah, the neutral camps get the kill there, so that first blood gold goes to Morphling. Calculated.
I mean, right? It's like if you're gonna die, you might as well die to creeps all the time because it denies
Yes.
the enemy the golden. I don't know if it experience. I think as well. So look at that. The Wyvern getting a little bit serious, but she's still 6 last hits to the 7 denies from the sniper.
It's just rough, isn't it?
It's near impossible. Actually, is the problem. There's just no. Oh, that's a good fissure.
Actually, Otomo, how does this Morphling Disruptor lane kill you early on?
Wait, I'm looking at top lane and
Oh,
the
is
Drow.
there some action down there? Yep, Drow is gonna drop very low, gets taken down by the last little slap there from Razor. That's not what you want to see. A very impactful kill here.
The fissure
Drow
block.
down early.
The fissure
Ah,
block
fissure
was
block.
great, and then after
Yeah.
that, it's just nice tackling. And oh wait, by the way, Sanji is playing the offlane Magnus. Alright,
Radiant
cool.
structures are
I should have seen that coming, honestly.
Yep, offlane
Dire's
Magnus here.
bottom tower is under attack.
And support
And-
Viper. You were right.
Oh no, King's in a bit of trouble again. He's gonna drop yet again, I think, but Sasha May will pay with her life. Gil, yeah, will not try to chase down the Magnus. She's just too tanky and just backs away from this one. Yeah, the support Viper coming through, but it's been very unimpactful. Nice little fissure there at the end of that one. Heartbreak all around for the side of OK as they get taken down by Terminator.
The thing is, you think at LV and you're like, oh, that's such a bad lane, but then you look at the other lanes and they're equally suffering. So
Yeah.
it's not like LV is the only one. Like we're thinking, oh man, maybe LV's having bad lane, but everyone else is gonna recover. But nope. And Bailey, the position 5 Viper. I don't like this because generally you want your position 5 to have some sort of control. Yeah, Viper gives you slows, but a single target on like one person. It pierces magic immunity, which is great, but that comes at level 6. And Sanji.
Oh no. This lane is just getting brutal right now. Like we talked about how they didn't draft as strong side lanes, but it doesn't matter because they're still bullying every side lane.
I mean, Disruptor is an amazing laner.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like Thunderstrike level 2 does 280 damage with a slow, and you get like with the point of kinetic field, you get some points and glimpses. Suddenly, you can really control them. It's insane. Like they are bottom lane, they're suffering, and there you go. That's a good sign.
What is that? Oh, a gank from the Rubik. He waits in the wings there, comes in with the lift. That one's gonna help a lot. Relieve some pressure from your Wyvern.
And now Wyvern gonna be possibly hitting level 6 by the time that the sniper comes back. You need the LV to do a lot though. Like similar to last game where she was Timbersaw, in this game she has to also like move around the map, create a lot of space. And Beirida, look at that, she takes so much damage from the guy.
Beirida in a bit of trouble here. Beirida might just be dead. Oh, so close. One hit away. Hezelia just needs one Q onto this to get the kill. One auto would do it.
Whoa.
Will pay with her life because she took so many tower shots. The wave wasn't in the tower range just yet.
A little bit on the greedy side, and this kill, not only is it a big kill for the drop, but also gives her time to free farm and recover a little bit. She needs that time. So, awkward.
So a very good start from Terminator, but some pressure getting relieved right now.
I do like the bot lane a bit more from OK than last game. You know, instead of Slardar and Weaver, they have a Rubik as well as they have Rubik as well as Magnus and Beirida.
Oh, the fissure. Beirida just keeps getting caught out in bad situations, trying to be aggressive with the Viper, but the fissure block and the Razor follow-up, the leash, the data, it just does too much.
Yeah, Sackling takes a lot of her damage, but she also doesn't really rely on the physical hits as much thanks to the Nether Toxin. She's got like, and she's got Poison Attack also adds quite a bit of damage as well, so she's kind of okay with that.
Yeah, but Gil now taking a lot of damage here. Will likely just be fine. TP comes in from Ligaya. Are they aware of this? Okay, Ligaya shows, but we'll just be alone here. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this gank is.
It's just to establish dominance, you know.
Wait, but both supports swap lanes.
Yeah, because I mean, I think they feel like they're really suffering with that top lane. You know, Urshika versus Viper did not go as well for them.
Yeah.
Oh, can they get a skewer to the tower? Looks like no, but LV's here.
No, everyone is here. LV's here, Beirida is here. Ligaya will just get taken down yet again, and no TP available this time. We'll have to do the Walk of Shame.
Jay also doing the Walk of Shame, but with that 19 CS in 7 minutes, that is less than 3 CS a minute.
It's rough, isn't it?
But LV, I mean, despite a pretty, I don't want to be mean, but atrocious start, she's making moves around the map, you know? In terms of her net worth, she's only 400 gold behind the sniper. That's not the biggest deal compared to the lane state they had.
Yeah, it looked a lot worse. She died twice in lane as well, so this could really just be a lot worse than what we currently see. Gil does so much damage though, just dashes into 4 people, takes down 1, and stays alive. This is just kind of ridiculous at this point. The output that we see coming from Gil, and this is just Disruptor and Sniper coming in to clean up the kill into Beirida as well. Once again, Terminator finding themselves on top.
And LV wasn't there again. Like, if she was, that might... Oh, she's gonna go for Ligaya, though. Well, it's
not quite gonna find anything. The fissure block just too good here.
I mean, this is the 3K lead. They had that in 15 minutes in the previous game. Terminator has that in
Middle tower
8
is under
this
attack.
game. So,
Definitely a much rougher start this game, yeah.
well, Sniper. Oh, I love it. What do you think? What's your favorite neutral item, by the way? Tier 1 neutral item. What's your favorite?
Tier 1 neutral item. I probably like the mask.
The
Because
possessed
I play a
mask?
lot of +1. The one that gives you lifesteal.
Oh man, carries. Ugh, you guys.
I mean, I think it's really nice to have. I don't mind some of the other items as well, but that's my favorite one.
Radiant's middle
'Cause you
tower
just- you
is
just-
under attack.
Get to farm jungle the whole game from that
Oh.
point on.
Bottom lane, they're setting up. They want to do a thing.
Yeah, getting caught yet again, but
Ooh,
I
nice
think
score.
the numbers advantage in the favor. Well, I say that, but Razor TP's in. RP gets used. That's a pretty big RP. Follow-up's not quite there, though. Jay's in a bit of a dangerous position. Gil comes in, cleans house. Just exactly what you expect to see from Terminator. Just so in sync. They're gonna try to chase down on Jay. That's a huge slow. They get the glimpse, and that's all she wrote for Jay. That's a very nice combo, using the vision from Razor Q to set up for the glimpse.
By the way, they messed up a little bit on the OK side because the skewer was going to be a full range or LV though.
Yes. Oh, well, Sniper does just get caught. TP's all coming in. They just want to make sure this Sniper drops. She will manage to get the wave though, so that's something.
Shockingly tanky though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
She's got power treads and 2 wraith
Radiant's
bands.
middle tower
So that's
is
giving
under
her
attack.
4 armor. That's a lot. She's really tanky. Yeah, what was I going to go with that? Oh, when they did the skewer with Magnus, Rubik interrupted it with a lift. So
Ah.
because I was thinking, oh my gosh, she's gonna skewer her all the way back to like, the fountain basically.
Yeah.
But she just skewered her like 2 inches and then Rubik lifted her and that was a problem because they still fought near the tier 1 tower of the enemy side.
Dire's top
Backup was
tower is
around
under
and
attack.
miscommunication but cost them.
Dire's
Yeah, that is
structures
very
are
unfortunate here, but
fortified.
we do see a bit of a group come true from the
Radiant's
side of
bottom
OK. They
tower
want to go
is
for this
under
bot
attack.
turret. LV even
Radiant's
brings,
structures are
yeah,
fortified.
TP's in as well. Terminator though, very respectful, just backing off until backup is available.
Dire's top tower
They
is
might
under
just have to
attack.
give this up. This is the exact same play that LV made last game. On the 10-minute cart wave, they just push down bot lane tier 1.
Yeah, it's good that
But
they
we're
have
just going to
this,
see a trade.
it's good that they have this timing down. They're like, all right, this is generally what you want to do. Like, if you at the 6-minute mark, you want to take the bounty ruin and the river ruin if you're a support. You want to secure those for your carry. And like at 3 minutes, you want to stack and as well take the bounty ruin. And of course, at the 10 minutes, like this, they know that there's a card, so you want to team up, group up with your team. So once you get those timings right as a team, it becomes a lot easier to coordinate your movements. So that's a good thing by OK. They smoke up, but they're just so behind.
Wow, but look at this. This is just so respectful from Terminator. They know that this play is coming. They know that they're there. They're not even going to check the bot side jungle at all.
I mean, look at Morphling just pushing top by herself.
Yeah.
Like
Getting
she's like,
free farm.
if no one's protecting me, because when you're not doing something, the enemy team is like, all right, they must be doing something else. No one's here, defending towers. Where are they? And Kang really needs to get that level 6 going.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big pickup that needs to be gotten soon. But everyone on the side of Team OK really suffering in terms of gold, in terms of EXP. It's gonna be a tall ask.
I like how Earthshaker went for the max enchant totem, no 1-point fissure only.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get LV, but that's the Winter's Curse. You will just be killed by your own sniper. That's not a great situation to be in. They will just chase down on the Magnus. The one more hit will do it. Not quite able to find it. And oh no, Haslia in a bad situation. Going too aggressive on the side of Team Terminator. They will just get punished.
yeah, they got punished pretty hard for that. And
Yeah.
a bit like Magnus didn't even get the full skewer off. Looks like she was in trouble.
Yeah.
She used the shockwave while they were all under the Winter's Curse and almost pushed the enemy outside of Sniper's range, which would have been a disaster if it happened, because that's like most enemy damage.
Is under
But
attack.
all's well that ends well for OK Gaming, and I just realized Winter Curse in this game is really good, because
Yes.
Sniper and Morphling will shred anyone who gets Winter Curse. Even Razor does a significant amount of damage, and like you can have the cores kill each other and then join in.
That is true. If you find a good Winter's Curse, that can definitely be game-changing here. We'll have to see what they manage to find. I feel like in that case, though, you had the Static Storm. If you just used that onto the Winter Wyvern, it would be a completely different fight.
That's true. Like it is a bit odd to see Sasha May holding it. You know, she's generally pretty good with the spell usage, but you know, this time she's like, all right, you know,
A bit greedy.
yeah, I'll save it for someone a bit, you know, more valuable apparently. And Witch Wyvern is gonna go for the Orchid, not going for the Witchblade, which is the classic Tundra build. Alright, Orchid, this game is pretty good. There's no dispels from the enemy side, and it's fantastic against the Morphling, who once silenced really can't do anything. I like it, but it's a build-up, you know, it's gonna take a while to get that Orchid.
For sure, for sure. Do you think what do you think is the build path for the Morphling this game, by the way? Do you think it's just a Manta build or
I mean, looks like she might be considering going. She's going to go for that Manta style just so you can get rid of. There's a lot of silences from the draw range. That's 6-second silence. It's brutal if it gets to you. And we know Orchid's coming up. So there's another silence. So it's very smart to get the Manta. Afterwards, it's going to be either you can go with BKB, Ethereal Blade, or Aghanims. I personally think Aghanims is just the best if you want to go with that. But you can go BKB and Aghanims.
yeah, you have the combo anyway, right?
Oh,
So that's gonna be really nice.
There is a value to Ethereal Blade though. If someone gets Winter's Cursed on your team,
That's true.
see, that's the big brain coming out there from
that
Morphling.
is a big brain.
So
Okay, well, we'll have to see what's going on here because they're going for a bit of a smoke play. They're
Then-
very close to the Earthshaker, but they don't quite find him.
they don't want him. They want something more. Oh, not the
Oh,
Sasha
they
May.
just get Sashime, yeah. Oh, but they find a sniper. That's a nice blink skewer. He's pretty tanky though. Gets knocked up the high ground. That's not what you want. The RP will just not find anything there, and something knocked the sniper up onto the high ground, and that's a really bad situation to be in. He will still drop, but it takes so long. Gil trying to see if there's a timing window, not quite. Will just be forced to back away. King will have to pay with her own life, and that's the end of that play. But you trade a sniper for a Rubik, you take those.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, obviously the Oki comes out of that, but they did use the RP, the Winter's Curse, as well as the Viper's. Like especially the RP, that's a big cooldown that they use. The other side, they use Static Storm great, but they still have the Echo Slam, so they have the team fight advantage in the next fight. And I think Blink Dagger is almost up on Legaia. Yeah, she's gonna get it right now. That could be the Blink reveal with the smoke. So, like on paper, yeah, you traded really well, but for the next minute, you gotta be on your toes if you're okay gaming.
Yeah, there was a Blink review as well for Sanji. We'll see what Legaia can do with hers on the Earthshaker. She has been farming up quite a bit, so despite being a support, she has that, the Blink Dagger at a pretty good timing, I would say.
So Bay Reed also is doing pretty well for that position 5 Viper. She's almost the same as
She has a
Sanji's.
bill of this god already.
Like that's crazy. Like I thought that the lane was pretty difficult and everything, but nope. Magnus has RP in 50 seconds as well as the Blink Dagger, so that'll be the time for them to play. Meanwhile though, Radiant, looks like they might smoke soon. They all start grouping up here.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very good timing for them. You have the Echo Slam, you have the Blink Dagger. I think it's time to go.
Maybe they just want to bait. Maybe they do want to use the smoke. Can they get the glimpse off? The shrapnel to get the vision to get the glimpse. That is
Very big brain.
That is, yeah, that is definitely above 100 IQ. And oh my God, here we go with the smoke.
Alright, let's see what they find. They're gonna go into the bot side triangle here.
Oh, almost. Shh. We don't want to alert them. You know?
Yeah, we can't let anyone find out
Oh,
about this. They
Drow.
find the Drow Ranger though. That's a big one for sure. Nowhere for her to go. Blink Dagger right onto her head. She gets taken down. It looks like they want to keep the fight going though.
RP.
That's a nice RP onto one. You won't quite get the Echo Slam down in time. You do, but it's just on the Magnus. Not the best target. Good use of Winter's Curse. Well take down Mr. Disruptor here. Not quite one hit away. Beirita tries to come in and finish him off, but all the damage from the sniper from the Razor will take him down. Magnus takes down Sasha May at the end, but well paid with her own life. Gil stealing your form, and that last sniper shot for a good measure. Huge win here for the side of Terminator as the tips come true.
I gotta say that there's a big disconnect in what OK Gaming has between their players. Because alright, just now we saw a good Winter's Curse, right? And you were saying it was gonna kill Disruptor. It would have killed Disruptor, but one thing happened. Viper used the ultimate on the Razor attacking the Disruptor, slowing down her attack speed. So by that one hit, difference was because of Viper's attack speed slowed. It is insane that that happened, but
Oh, that's so unfortunate. It's just the little things, isn't it?
Because my guess is that they were thinking, all right, she's gonna kill Disruptor, we're gonna kill the Razor right after, but that did not happen. And we saw this earlier with the skewer into Lift. Also, like that kind of screwed them up a little bit, and that's sort of the big problem that OK Gaming is suffering from, is that they don't talk about these things before the fight happens, or during fight there's just too much chaos and everyone's like, I gotta use my spells, you know, I gotta use them.
Okay, well they do find Ligaya, but with a bit of time she will be able to blink out of that. There we go, the blink comes true and she's just gonna be safe. So unfortunate they can't even kill the Earthshaker here.
Winter Wyvern's still farming pretty decently. I mean, she's kind of quite a bit behind, but she's not like crushed, whereas you look at Magnus, barely ahead of the Earthshaker.
Oh, Tomo, did you see what Morphling had in his inventory?
Ooh, what?
It's time.
It's the Aghanims!
It's up and available. He's ready to go.
By the way, you could just turn to Sniper and get insane attack.
Oh, that's true. That's true too. If he wants to play it safe, right? Oh, nice little glimpse there. They find the Magnus, nowhere for you to skewer to. That is just a rough situation to be in. The Disruptor sets up the damage so well.
This is an amazing Disruptor game, by the way. Because like you're winning, which is always the best situation if you want to play Disruptor, and you have other people jumping in, you provide them with vision. This is just the best Disruptor game you can have. His net worth, you know, he's lowest in terms of net worth, but his
it
impact,
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
he's just
his
a glimpse.
Like every time he glimpses someone, they're dead. And I think he's got like the most assists in the game. Yeah, he's got 11 assists. No one else even comes close.
Yeah, Sasha May has been doing very well this game. In lane phase as well. Like, she did very well in lane. Was very controlling and dominant. 8,000 gold lead for the side of Terminator at 20 minutes in the game.
Did you see the movie Terminator? Because I'm not sure what to say about the game.
I saw a couple of them.
Which one? Did you see the second one? The second was like a classic.
Is the second one where the guy turns into water, the Morphling bot?
Yeah, I mean he's like an iron that can also turn into a liquid. I'm like, all right, sure.
Yeah, I like that one. He's the Morphling of the game.
That was a good one. Yeah. But he didn't win. He didn't win that movie.
This time around, though, it looks like a different story. I think the Morphling's gonna win here.
Can you imagine people would be like, spoilers, bro? I'm like, yeah, the movie's 30...
For a 20-year-old movie.
Oh, no, it's 30 years. It's like 30
30 years? Has it been?
Yeah,
Terminator 2.
It came out like early 90s.
Google search. 91, you're right.
Damn, that's
30 years exactly. That's crazy. Look at this right now. They go for the Razor. They're gonna find the skewer, but I think that's where he wants to be. Glimpse onto the Magnus as well. He will get dropped.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, with... Okay. Why was Drow Ranger there? Did you see that? He's in a very compromised position, gets taken down. Even though they kill the Razor, the fight's still so bad. Oh no, the Winter's Curse makes sure that the Earthshaker drops before he can get the Echo Slam off. But it doesn't matter because you do still have the form of the Earthshaker. Morphling going in aggressive, he can morph into the ES, there we go. Does he want to keep this one going? He's going into Bayrida, he's diving into the base, behind the tier 3s, he's on the tier 4s. Oh my goodness, this is just brutal here from Gil. Same thing as last game, such a dominant performance.
I mean, that's one of the fights that if you go watch the replay, there's so much disasters happening. Firstly, like you talked about, Drow Ranger, I'm not sure what she's doing there, you know? She just shows up out of nowhere like, okay. Another thing is that they got a good skewer, and they get the kill on the Razor, but Max just RPs the ground. Like, just RPs the ground. Okay.
Echo Slam wasn't even used and it was already a disaster for the side of OK.
By the way, Rubik must go and steal the attribute shift from Morphling. I know it's easier to say that, but like you're functioning at less than 1,000 HP. You get that attribute shift, you'll have like 2k HP to work with. That's a big deal. You need it.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to stay alive and that would definitely help. Won't be easy to steal it though, but he'll need to do his best here.
You are dead.
Oh, just brutal. Hezelia adding insult to injury here.
Well, Razor's gonna go for that BKB, which is gonna help a lot. If you look at the enemy side, they have nothing that pierces magic and Unity. Well, Static Link and Eye of the Storm do, but yeah, that's a weird one.
Well, and Aegis gets taken. We didn't even notice this. It was just done so quick. You morph into the Earthshaker as well. This is the time. Gil wants to dive in. Let's see what she can find here, though. Everyone on the dire side is just hiding. They know this is coming.
Gil was like, last time I dove the tier 4s, I almost died. You know,
Yeah, so I need the Aegis first.
I need to be able to do that without the dying. You know, oh look at that! Look at that fish! Oh my god!
Oh, they find Jay yet again. That's the worst person you could find. There's nowhere for her to go. That's just a tragic situation to be in, and she will just get taken down at the end of it.
Good Gus though. That 50 damage, that 50 miss chance on Gus is pretty. It was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But you need
But
like
they find the perfect person there. It's just so tragic.
problem is you need like 100% miss chance with magic immunity from Gus. Like that's the way to win it. Fortunately, that talent doesn't exist yet. 14k for Terminator, and a good Winter's Curse could kind of turn this around. To be frank with you.
Yeah, a good Winter's Curse could turn a fight around, but
A fight.
the game as a whole right now, it's just in such a tough situation. Bayrider drops to the Sniper ultimate as well. Magnus is trying to find something. That's only the Disruptor though. You skewer this Disruptor back, but it means nothing because Gil on this Morphling just does so much damage.
Be careful. Fissure? Where's the Fissure? There you go.
Yeah, Aegis even still available and she's not even gonna drop. It's not even gonna be close.
By the way, we actually can see 3 fissures on the ground with Rubik, you know, Morphling. I wish the Morphling fissure was like watery, so you're like, alright, there you go.
That would be cool.
I know which one's which now.
Yeah, be able to tell them apart a little bit better, but unfortunately that's not the case. They're hitting the base already, they're hitting the throne.
What's the other team gonna do about it though? That's the thing. Without,
There's nothing they can do.
they have no one who can start fights. They have no way to like. They have damage actually. That's the thing. They do have decent damage from the Winter Wyvern as well as the Drow Ranger, but it's just nowhere near enough.
They're just gonna back off? Are they gonna back off? Gil's picking double damage. He wants to pick that up. He wants to live his Morphling fantasies. Yeah, but Bayrider just nowhere to go. Once the fissure locks you in, you really can't run anywhere. Magnus gets taken down as well. The skewer doesn't really do anything against a BKB. Good pop there. Okay, they will manage to pick up Ligaya, but that's gonna be just it. Jay's getting outranged by the Sniper, who's just a Rave Boss right now, and Morphling isn't here, but it doesn't matter. Winter's Curse on the wrong target. I feel like you wanted to make the Sniper shoot the Razor instead. Sniper has a butterfly, by the way, Otomo.
That's
25 minutes in game.
I mean, I wish it was just like a naked butterfly, but it's like butterfly with a nails. I love the extra range from the Dragon Lance. She's thinking, you know what? I was almost touched by the enemy at one point. I need to get more range. And I want to have 1090 range.
I don't think she's ever going to be touched ever again this game. Her range is massive. She has such a terrifying front line in front of her too. And Terminator, they're just gonna play this one by the book here. They're gonna come in, push out on the turrets, and they're gonna try to end the game after one more team fight here.
It's like it has to be an incredible like RP, and then once you can do all the damage you can doing the RP, like 5-man RP of course. You have to do like a Winter's Curse that kills off a straggler, you know, and after that you have to use like a great multi-shot coming out from Drow Ranger. I'm basically describing like a Disney movie of events for the Diet.
I think even if you hit a 5-man RP, you're still gonna lose the fight. And look at Gil, the damage comes in, just gets right on top of the Drow Ranger, and would you look at that? He still has the Aegis. He just dives in 1v4, has the Aegis. Even the Dream scenario cannot kill him right now. He's just gonna be able to slowly push down the base here.
Oh. Finally getting that laser, but no.
Yeah, Bayrider gets caught. You have to use the Winter's Curse just to save him. That's really not what you want to be doing, but you don't have a choice. And now it looks like that's going to be the bot lane turrets. The bot lane Rax is taken down as well.
And OK Gaming saying, we're not gonna give them the GG out. Not tapping out of this.
Let them close it out if they really want to win.
Yeah, they want to win. Come on, earn it. We have a 1% chance. To be fair,
and this is the same thing we saw last game, just bullying them in the fountain, the range with the Sniper, the E-Blade from the Morphling. It's just such a depressing situation to be in, but they're not GGing out just yet.
Oh, what Morphling turns into a Winter Wyvern.
He's Wyvern!
Oh, that's
You know what the best part is? If he turns into Wyvern, he can dive the fountain and then use the E on himself.
Poor Sanji!
Oh, the guy has not been finding the best Echo Slams. That's unfortunate. But that will just be game. 28 minutes, just like the last game. 28,000 gold lead at 28 minutes. it's kind of what, it's not really what you would expect, but it's an interesting situation to be in. Terminator though, looking very dominant going to the grand finals.
I mean, they didn't drop a single game yesterday, and they're not dropping anyone right now. Either Gil going for that fountain play, gets the kill, lives anyway, and it was a pretty damn one-sided game series overall. Like, just Terminator never had any problems in either of the game. Game 2, they went kind of ham, I have to say. You know, that sniper with the Earthshaker Morphle. They opened up the Earthshaker Morphle. They wanted to have fun, and they
were styling in this game.
Yeah, they were. It's incredible. For OK Gaming,
they had some good moments. I think they really did have some good moments.
I thought LV played really well on the Winter Wyvern, despite a very difficult laning stage.
Yes.
Sanji had kind of a couple of good RPs, but maybe it was just difficult because of shrapnel on the map. You can walk into shrapnel, not know that you can't blink, like you don't notice your boots up or down. You RP the ground, and I think that happened once or twice. It just called Terminator. Just in the end, it's Terminator's game. Strong lanes as classic with the like not strong but decentish lanes at least with the Morphling and the
They
Disruptor.
made it look strong.
Yeah, they made it look very strong. That Disruptor looked really good. Mid crushed with Miri, and top lane was okay though. Like they were fine with the top lane.
Yeah, Miri's damage that game was just ridiculous, doing 1,000 damage a minute basically. Just some very good stuff across the board from Terminator. And with that, they will make their way to the grand finals of the FSL Dota 2 Open 3. And that will be the end of the road, unfortunately, for Team OK. Like we said, right, there were some good moments. Hopefully they reassess this, they look at this. You know, it's not all that bad. They can come back from this, and we see them do better in the next Open. I'm not exactly sure who the opponents of the finals are yet. I don't think it's locked in yet because there was such a fast series.
Yeah, we still have Pacific Pink versus Foxy Gaming playing that right now. I'm the same as you. I'm not sure the results are in yet. I kind of feel like it's going to be Foxy Gaming because they also took the yesterday's games very convincingly. So that's going to be likely. But either way, Terminator, how do you beat them? You gotta be really careful.
You need Sarah Connor, yeah.
Something close to a miracle seems like it. But if one of them could do it, it's going to be either Pacific Pink or Foxy Gaming.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at how that one plays out for sure. I do believe we have to wait for the end of that semifinal matchup to play out before we can head to the grand finals. So we're going to go for a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the Dota 2 Open 3 grand finals for you guys.